Hi Aquarius, this is Tara from Tara's Tarot. I'm here with your December tarot reading. Before we get started, I just want to mention I do offer private readings. Just see the information below. If you have any more questions about it, feel free to email me. So I've gone ahead, dealt your cards, and we're just going to dive in. I'm going to kind of summarize and pick out certain themes and messages as they come through, and then we'll go back in depth with every card. So it looks like there's a new chapter or a new cycle or some brand new aspect of life that's unfolding in your near future. So almost as if like you're moving on, starting fresh, moving to a better place or a better situation or a better mental state. Like kind of, it's making me feel like you're leaving the struggles behind, leaving the stress behind, and you're on your way towards this whole fresh, new future, clean slate, brand new beginning. Like you can start over in a really positive, exciting way. Now, it looks like you might be feeling anxiety about this new start, or maybe it's anxiety about what's currently going on in your life. It looks like something, if it hasn't come in already or it's not already on your mind, there's something that might come in where it feels like things are a surprise came your way, or things might be, there might be a disruption in your life, or, you received a message out of the blue, or someone came into the picture and changed things up, or you're having a different feeling and now you gotta, take drastic action, or it's just looking like things might feel really up in the air, or like there's crazy changes and you might be feeling really anxious about this. But I see that there is this new future, this fresh start, this where everything is behind you. So if you haven't already, you're going to, I feel like, be feeling relief about whatever's on your mind or whatever's worrying or troubling you. I feel like you can leave that behind. There's also a message here about finances, or if not finances, just your resources or your material stability. And that can apply to, your house or your job or a relationship, but it's anything that's practically a factor in your life right now. But I'm seeing that you're on a really good, solid foundation. Even if you feel like you don't have enough, it's saying that your needs are met. You have a strong enough foundation. You can take care of yourself. You have what you need. And you're showing up in a really strong position in terms of, you're showing up as the queen. Your present is the Queen of Pentacles. So there's some kind of strength or solid security based around the home or finances or even a project you might be doing, whatever is really relevant for you in terms of practical day-to-day 3D life. And I see too, like things are slowly gaining ground in terms of that as well. Like the environment is supporting you, moving you forward. It may feel like a slow development. It may feel like, when are things ever going to get where I want them to go? But they really truly are moving forward step by step in exactly the way they need to. And I also see by the end of this month, it's looking like you're putting the struggles and the exhaustion and the disappointments down, and you can kind of embrace this new, really wonderful emotional feeling that's kind of new, whether it's a new a new appreciation for your life inside, a new aspect of self-love, whether it's a new friendship that you form that's giving you a lot of emotional satisfaction, or a relationship, or whatever it may be. But it shows me that you're kind of getting your wish, like you're getting your happily ever after. So we're going to look into this. We're going to clarify some things, okay? So let's start with the present situation. So the present situation involves this Queen of Pentacles character. So this can be you in the present. This can be someone else. This can just be the energy of the situation. The Queen of Pentacles energy is all about really having a solid, mature, grounded, experience in terms of the home, domesticity, finances, resources. So having, being taken care of, being nurtured, doing the nurturing, taking care of things, being the master of your home life, your finances, having that maturity, wisdom, strength where you're like holding down your financial fort or holding down your home, or it's that maturity of resources, that maturity of groundedness, stability. And then we've got this Nine of Swords energy crossing that. So I don't know if you're worried about finances, the Nine of Swords is anything that's keeping us up at night, that's constantly on our mind, where we can't really see what's true, what's real. Is this a paranoia? Do I have a right to be worried about this? But this card shows up whenever we are freaking out. It's a lot of stress, worry, panic. So, like I said, you might be worried about finances or worried about your resources, your home life, something like that. It might be totally not having to do with this. It might be just another situation that has you feeling anxious. So we're going to look at that. In terms of finances, if it is a financial worry, I'm not seeing anything negative for finances here. I'm seeing the opposite. So underneath the reading, the foundation, what's really going on behind the scenes, what you might not be aware of, what's kind of holding this, what's the foundation here, what's the root? We've got the Nine of Pentacles. So this is showing us, this is an energy where this person has all their needs met. They've got their resources safe and sound. She's walking through her estate, appreciating her nice clothing and the animals on her estate and the grounds. And she's picking flowers. And she's, probably going to go back for a nice warm cup of tea. And, so this energy is very, and the fact that it's at the root of your reading is showing there's some kind of stability, safety, security around finances and around resources. So if you are feeling, oh my goodness, I'm very worried about this aspect of my life, it's looking like you're okay. Like there's not going to be a problem. Like you have what you need. Also, in the environment, we've got the Knight of Pentacles showing up. So this is showing that the energy around you, the playing field you have to operate in, what is influencing you externally or available to you externally. The Knight of Pentacles is a very, cautious, risk adverse, well thought out, well planned, finance card. Or again, resource card, because it doesn't have to be money, but it's anything tangible, anything we're working with, anything we're developing in the physical. So the Knight of Pentacles energy is showing forward movement that is gaining ground. And the good thing with this card is you don't really fall back. You don't really lose ground you've gained with this card because, again, it's very cautious energy. It's well thought out. It takes its time to make sure it's gaining the ground it wants to gain. So it may be taking longer than you want because, again, with this card, it's very practical. So you're not going to be leaping or risking or gambling. You're going to be really taking step by step and making that solid progress. So with all that said, finances look really good. Or again, your stability of your environment, your resources, you're safe and you're solid. Now, linking up with this Nine of Swords energy, hanging overhead is the Knight of Swords. So I think these two tie in together. So the energy that's hovering over the reading is the Knight of Swords. So this is very sudden energy, can be surprising, can be shocking. It's not necessarily good or bad. It's a neutral thing, but it does cause some kind of disruption in your status quo. Meaning, say you're just walking along and you love your life, everything's fine and dandy, and then bam, you get hit with a love arrow and you're like, love at first sight, your whole world has changed. That can be what this is. Or it can be suddenly you get a message that your company got sold and now you're you're looking for a job, or maybe you get transferred for a new job somewhere else, that kind of energy. Or you've been, having trouble getting pregnant, and you finally get pregnant, and it happened unexpectedly and out of the blue, and now, boom, your whole life is going to change. It's that kind of energy. Doesn't mean good, doesn't mean bad. It's just affecting your life in a big way. So this is hanging overhead, the Knight of Swords. So like I said, I don't know if this has just happened or if you're about to experience this, because it's over the situation in December. But there looks like something comes in and really changes things up. Now this card is the present as well, so this is hanging under it like that. And it's showing this anxiety. So we're going to look into this because I think these two might have, like, you're anxious about whatever this unexpected thing is. I kind of want to look at that right now before we move on. So let's see. So I'm going to clarify the Knight of Swords. What is the Knight of Swords representing for Aquarius in December? What is a clarifying card for the Knight of Swords in December? What do we need to know about the Knight of Swords for Aquarius? What is going on with the Knight of Swords? What's going on with the Knight of Swords? Knight of Swords. Okay, we've got the Two of Wands. Okay. So whatever this unexpected development is in your life, it's opening up a new path for you. There's some kind of new direction forward. So I feel like this is actually going to be a good thing. You may be anxious about it, like, oh my goodness, I don't, like, fear of the unknown. Like, whoa, this changes everything, and now there's a new direction to contemplate, and now I'm thrust into this new... It could be a great thing, too. It could be like, yes, what I finally was waiting for finally came through, and now I'm free to go on that new path. But it's showing an opening of a new direction forward, a new path, a new focus for your goals and your will. You are on board with a new direction in your life. Okay, so again, that is clarifying the Knight of Swords that is hanging over the reading in December. So something comes in and changes things up, and it pushes you towards this new direction, or it opens the door towards this new direction, but this is a positive thing. Now, you might be having anxiety about that because, again, it's unexpected. What does this mean? Where am I going? Now I have to prepare for this whole new thing. Even if it's something that you want, or a positive thing you want to go towards, or something that you've been waiting for to open up and, free you to move on towards, it can still be anxious and scary because it's, again, the unknown. So that's normal. But we're going to look at this Nine of Swords as well, just to see if anything else connects the dots for you guys. So this Nine of Swords card, what's going on? Why is this anxiety here? What is this about? Nine of Swords for Aquarius. Why is this showing up? Nine of Swords. Clarifier for Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. Charles, come here. Charles. My crazy cat. Okay. Nine of Swords. What is going on with this Nine of Swords energy for Aquarius in December? Okay, we got the Three of Cups. So this is like, I don't know what this means. It may mean something to some of you who it's meant for, but this is all about, like, enjoying your time, socializing, connecting with other people. It can show up as a love triangle too, because it's 3 cups, 3 hearts, 3 emotions involved in this triangle, or this, but looking at the whole reading, I'm not sure what that is off the top of my head. I'm sorry, guys. I have to get this thing for my cat. I'll be right back. Charles. Where are you? What are you playing with? Okay, so sorry. That was really distracting me. Okay, so speaking of this whole new path and this shocking kind of surprising development, we have that validated by the near future card, which is the Fool card. So this is in your near future in December. This is a major arcana card. So this energy represents something your soul is meant to experience now, coming from the higher levels, your higher self on a soul spiritual level. This is happening. So we can't avoid this. We can't do anything to mess this up or to change this. It's fated energy that's coming in. And it often plays a significant role in our development in our lives. So, the Fool card is all about that brand new cycle, fresh, clean energy, clean slate. You are free of baggage. You can move forward. You're starting a whole new adventure, a whole new journey, brand new. You're like a brand new baby. Okay, it feels so good. This is a great, and often with this card, you can feel very alive. You can feel very motivated, like you have a lot of energy. You're excited about this future. You're excited about this new path. We also have the Strength card in the recent past here. So I just want to touch on this. It's saying that you've had to muster a lot of inner strength in your past. Like your recent past, and that can go back as far as it has required you to really pull and dig deep and show what you're made of in your own life. And now that this is passing in your recent past and you do have this brand new future unfolding, it's as if you've passed your tests, you're leaving behind the struggle. And we have that verified with other cards too. So I really feel like this may be a turning point month for you where your direction is being solidified, where you're reaching a breakthrough, where the gates open and the path is laid out for you. Like you don't have to, armor yourself and do that, inner work as much or struggle with constantly needing to kind of be strong and get through it, because I do see there's a shift here. Now you're showing up. Well, actually, let's keep speaking on that because there's some other cards that connect. So speaking of this shift towards leaving behind the struggles, getting to a better new phase, we've got the Six of Swords showed up on the bottom of the deck. So just like it's as an extra message. And this card is so great and it confirms what we're talking about, because this is all about it's now time to move on from the rough waters, the stormy skies, the stress, the fear, the struggle. And now this is you moving towards a more peaceful shore, a more peaceful mental state, calm waters, blue skies. You get to rest. You get to be safe. My cat is so loud. I'm sorry, guys. What are you meowing at? Oh my gosh. So, this is going to feel different. You're getting to that other shore you've been waiting for. And again, that is echoed in the outcome, but I'm just going to touch on a couple other things. And now my cat is laying across all of my cards. You are so annoying. All right, so what is showing up for you guys in your position that represents you? So this is like how your energy may be contributing to the situation, what you're bringing to the table, how you're resonating, what you're attracting, what kind of you're bringing to the table. And so this is the Six of Cups here. So this is like a really joyful, nostalgic energy. It's like, that feeling like you're a child again, you're safe, you're seen, you're heard. You have a true connection with people. In particular, this can mean one other person as well. This can be like a real legit soulmate in your life, whether it's a friendship, business partnership, love interest, or it can just be the energy of that. Because I do kind of see with you moving on, moving towards this peaceful shore, having this brand new start, having this new path open up, you might be experiencing a whole renewed sense of yourself in terms of getting to express who you really are, your true childlike essence, your happiness, your joy. Because here with this energy, it's showing children just innocently playing and being themselves and being free, and just to get to play and get to express and get to enjoy the simple, innocent pleasures of life. So this is a big contrast from if you felt like really going through a lot of struggle, really having a lot of issues to contend with, or I just saw something. Did you guys see that? I just saw like a light go like that. That's so weird. I'm going to rewind that and look. But it was like a light that was just like bing, like a shooting star that was right here. Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's making me feel like it's now time for you to move on to this new shore, to get to be, carefree and get to heal and be that true essence that you are and play and not have so many worries and not need, because remember, this is in your past, the strength, not need to sum up strength all the time, not need to control, not need to constantly compete with your fears and your doubts and the struggles and everything. It's like exhausting. So I feel like you're going to have this really new positive energy coming in December. You may, however, let's go back to the present, feel like you're freaking out for whatever reason. So if something shocking happens, or something happens that throws your world into for a loop, and you weren't expecting or planning for this, don't automatically jump to, oh my God, it's going to be a bad thing. Because you're just going to worry yourself, and you're just, it looks like it's a blessing in disguise. Whatever this is, it looks like it's a catalyst to move you forward to this better energy, to move you forward to this new start. Okay, now the outcome. We have two different energies showing up in the outcome, and I typically look at this in two different ways, like moving on from one energy for another, or potentially kind of choosing to remain or needing to work through these energies in your outcome based on how you're handling the situation or perceiving the situation in your current point of time, so that you have to work through those energies to get to the other energy. So let's go through. This is extremely positive, but we're going to start with the kind of obstacle energy. Well, I'll show you both. So we have 4 cards for our outcome. So one of the energies shows up as the 9 of Wands and the 5 of Cups. So this is like exhaustion, struggle, having to maintain your strength, having to prepare, muster up your last bit of energy to make it to the home finish line, feeling disappointed and let down, focusing on what hasn't worked or what isn't working, being burdened emotionally and feeling drained. Okay. The other energy, look how different this is the 9 of Cups and the Page of Cups. So this is getting your wish, having your dream come true, having a new emotional expansion within yourself, feeling emotion in a different way, appreciating emotion in a different way. Or this could even be like a message from another person, or it can manifest within yourself, it can manifest without yourself, but it's a very good feeling. It's a very exciting, hopeful, there's a new movement happening, a new message coming through to you about emotions, love, friendship, something that fulfills you. So with all that said, with the whole reading, one of the ways I'm looking at this is, okay, this kind of energy about disappointment, having to hang in there, having to summon your strength, you're exhausted, you're battle weary, but you have to keep going, even though like you might be depressed or sad, or looking at, oh gosh, how do I get through this? This is the energy that you're leaving behind. Because there is this new path opening up, this fresh new start in a big way. You're healing, you're moving on from the bad stuff. You're feeling this really great energy internally. Things are moving forward practically. Things are moving forward. Now, another way this could come across is sometimes we, continue to feel anxious, continue to feel panicked. Sometimes we don't want to believe. Sometimes we just want to kick and scream, and, sometimes we just don't like change and we don't want to change. So be aware that we all have a role to play in our lives. We have to be, we don't just have things happen to us like, yay! Like, I don't have to do anything, and like whatever, I can just wait for that knock on my door. Like, no, we have to participate. It doesn't happen like that. So there's a message that, be mindful of what energy you're perceiving or what energy you're choosing. If you are panicking, this Nine of Swords energy, and believing in the worst, and you don't get a perspective or a handle on those thoughts, it can really dominate your thoughts, your actions, your beliefs. Once you think about something enough, it becomes a belief. And it's very hard to change a belief once you have it. So if we continue sometimes with that belief, and we allow that to integrate itself into our lives, and we react to it, and we become kind of a prisoner of it, you might expect to see kind of more of this energy, where you're continuing to struggle, you're continuing to feel like, why? Like, isn't it over yet? I've been through enough. I can't handle this. I'm exhausted. Woe is me, why I'm disappointed, look at all these things in my life that aren't happening, when also the Five of Cups, the meaning of this card is, but look, don't focus on what isn't working, because that's already done. You can feel it and cry about it and whatever, but don't obsess over that. Look at what is still working, what is positive, what does have potential. Put your energy there, because energy towards something negative is not productive. It's not going to do anything but hurt you and keep you from your goals, because we want to expand, we want to move on, we want to move through the difficulties of life. We don't want to let them shackle us, right? So that's one way this might manifest for some people. Although remember, this is available to you. This new future is happening, whether you like it or not. This clean, fresh slate. So you don't have to carry those burdens anymore. You don't have to be focused on what isn't working anymore, because it doesn't matter, and you're moving on from that, and there's a whole new thing. You just have to trust that this new path is where you're meant to go, and that nothing bad is going to happen. You're not cursed. You're not, it can feel threatening sometimes when, you don't know what awaits you, but that's what life is about. We never know, so, And again, with this Six of Swords, you are moving to a better place. You will be feeling better. It is a better shore. It is more peaceful. You're getting away from that stuff that isn't working. So leave it behind. Don't keep going back there. Don't focus on that. And not to say like you can't have your time to cry and be upset. You of course can. But you also want to switch it to, where do I go from here? What is the positive? What can I embrace? What is working? What do I, how do I believe in my own power? Like, how do I get through this? How can I, So anyway, concentrating on this positive energy in the outcome, this makes me feel like, look how much this ties in with the U card, the Six of Cups. Because we have this brand new, with the Page of Cups, brand new energy, brand new emotional energy. So you're going to be feeling better, feeling good, feeling this new fulfillment, this new promise, this new experience. And with this Nine of Cups, it is showing you reaching that climax of fulfillment, reaching, getting something you really have wanted. And it goes your way. You get your wish. Whenever this card shows up, it's like, whoa, I didn't even believe that was going to happen, but I was really hoping it would. Whoa, I can't believe this is real. I can't believe it, So this is great energy. Great, great energy. So, yeah. So I think the best thing, to do is, it looks like the only form of contention or conflict is this Knight of Swords energy that comes in. Something unexpected happens, but it really does open up, this is clarifying it, a new path, the Two of Wands, and punctuated in the near future by the Fool, brand new path, brand new cycle. You're moving on to a brand new shore, brand new phase of life. Things are, again, stable financially, resources. Even if you're like, well, I don't have as much as I want, you have what you need and you can build upon that. Also, the environment, you're continuing, your goals are coming to fruition. They're taking the time they need to take, but things are moving forward. So I'm just seeing if anything else comes through real quick. Yeah. This energy in the outcome just feels like such a wall, like such a burden. I don't think you need to carry it though. I think this is about putting that down, letting that go, really embracing this fresh new start. And it might be a matter of the very beginnings of this start show up in December. And so you might not fully feel the magnitude, the full effect of this energy, until things kind of get going. So you may still be feeling a little bit of residual exhaustion and depression or disappointment around what you've been dealing with. But that's normal and it'll pass. And I really feel like this is the energy that's waiting for you. The Page of Cups, the Nine of Cups. I kind of want to get one more card for the outcome to tie it all in. And then I'm just curious. And then I think we're done. So let's see. So one more clarifying card for the outcome, Aquarius, December. One more card for the outcome. Anything else we need to know that would help us tie everything together? One more card for Aquarius. The outcome. One more card. Okay, perfect. Oh my goodness. Ooh, we got the Ace of Wands. So what does that tell us? you're in for a whole new adventure, baby. The Ace of Wands is brand new energy, brand new opportunity, brand new fire, brand new path, brand new goal, brand new motivation. You're rested. You're feeling fired up. You're into this new thing. It is brand new, baby. So things are turning. You're going to have a shift. Things are going to break open. You're going to be on this new path, having this new chapter, new experience, and you're going to feel a lot better about it. Hope that helps. If you have any questions, let me know. Leave your comments below. And if you, again, would like a personal reading, I offer personal readings, much more in-depth than this, using various multiple decks, multiple spreads to get as deep and detailed as we can. So hope you have a great month, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye.